obviously it's been a bit frustrating with all the rain and snow, one thing and another, but it hasn't affected us. With the preparation of the horses, we've kept going. One or two have missed their trial races, especially some of the novices who were trying to get handicapped. But with the main team, we're very happy with their preparations.
And I suppose the star, Corte Star, what vibes is he giving you this year compared to previous years?
He seems to be as good as ever. I mean, very happy. He looks great. He's working nicely. Yeah, Ruby schooled him on Saturday. Was very, very happy with him.
And Denman, anything come to light for his bad run last time?
Well, it wasn't a bad run, He was unfortunate. He made a mistake and unseated Tony. I think if we hadn't done that, he'd have won. I wouldn't put it down as a bad run. I think the idea was it was a prep run. It was a trial. He's got over that now, and he's schooled since, and we're very happy with him. Listen, I mean, whether it's 3-1, 5-1, or 10-1 won't make any difference. How I think he. Obviously, he's drifted a bit because he'd had that slip up the other day. If he'd have won, he'd have been shorter, but that won't make any difference at all on the day.
And Taranis could be a bit of a surprise player in the Gold Cup as well.
Could be. He won well the last day, having been off for a long time. Stays of the trip and that. So yeah, definitely. Tricky tricks today. I think a lot of him. He could well run a nice race. So again, it's a trial for him for the national, but he could run well. My Will has to improve on what he's been doing this year, but he will like better ground. But his target's the national.
As well as the Gold Cup, you've got a very strong hand in the Queen Mother. I take it Ruby Walsh definitely be riding Masterminded.
Yeah, he rides Masterminded, and Robert Thornton rides Twist Magic. Chocks are top class jockeys, ridden him before. Was very happy with that booking, and he's been good in form. The horse and Masterminded. It was good to see him come back to top form in Newbury recently.
And he's completely recovered from that injury then that he had earlier in the season.
Well, it appears so at Newbury, yeah, and we're very happy with his progress since Newbury, yeah.
In Twist Magic, a lot's been said that he doesn't like Cheltenham.
And it's probably right in a lot of ways. He was a bit unlucky in the Arkle 2 seasons ago, and he may well have won if he hadn't have fallen and didn't perform in the last two champion chases. But last year, he's not half the horse he is now. He seems a lot more mature mentally, and I hope he can put all that behind him.
Big Bucks is many people's banker of the week. Do you think anything can get near him in the Stayers Hurdle?
There'll probably be plenty getting near him, just because of the nature of him. He's never going to win too far because he only just does enough, but I'm hoping it'll be hard to beat, yeah.
And Celestial Halo ran a cracker in the Champion Hurdle last year. Do you think a fast pace and good ground will see him to better effect than he's been so far this season?
Yeah, I mean, if we hadn't run in Ireland the other day, we'd have been really fancying our chances. He ran very well, giving weight to Kai, became a Medamit in Nebula. He loves Cheltenham. He'd won well at Wincanton the time before that. So yeah, decent ground, he's got to have a chance.
And you could make a clean sweep of all the big races. You've also got Poquelin in the Ryanair. What chance for him?
Yeah, he's got a good chance. I mean, all these races are all going to be very, very hard to beat. They're very competitive in nature. We had a good run last year. We have the same sort of run, but we know what racing's like, and we'll just see what happens. John bought him privately recently. Won nicely at Newbury for us. He's very much a horse for next year for staying novice hurdles. But his form of his run at Newbury and his Fairy House run suggests he's got an outside chance in the bumper if there's a cut in the ground.
And also Walcombe Folly could be a bit of an outsider in the Arkle.
Yeah, again, he won nicely. He won a Grade 2 novice chase on his first run for a long time. He's improved since then, but does want decent ground.
One I've got to ask you about as well, won yesterday, a horse called Sanctuary. Would that be going for the Fred Winter run?
Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, if he gets in. He's had an entry for the Fred Winter. And we'll see what weight he gets. And if he gets in the race, I suspect he'll run.
And you think he'd have a good chance?
It depends what the handicap I think so yesterday and what sort of chance we got. We'll see.
And just one dark horse for the week. What would you suggest?
Dark horse of ours might be Master Swire in the 4 mile National Hunt Chase. He's steadily progressed, had the race in mind for him for a little while. Would be a possible dark horse.